Hello there. For this presentation, I'm going to tell you how to sell pre-owned items online. Now, it's a very difficult business. It sounds easy on paper, but there's a lot of work behind it. You might be asking yourself, why would I want to sell my pre-owned items online? It's a fair question. There's a lot of different reasons that people sell their items online. But the main reason you would want to sell your pre-owned item online is number one, you get to earn some extra money. You get to maybe like if there's an item that you're not using and you're no longer using it, you can give it to someone, they give you cash for it. Not only is that good for you, it also helps the environment. There's less waste. Now, here are the steps. First, figure out what you're going to sell. Is it going to be a laptop? Is it going to be a computer? Is it going to be like a clothing item? That's what you need to ask yourself first. Next, you need to do research on how much it's selling for. So, clothes don't sell that much, but it's much easier to package than, say, a laptop. But a laptop does sell for quite a bit more. However, phones nowadays are very expensive, so you can definitely try to sell a phone, and it's much easier to ship too. What app are you going to use it on? Figure out the app that you're going to use it on. There's many different apps: eBay, Mercari, Amazon. And then you need to do some research on that particular app. So, yes, it will be easier to sell certain items on something like Mercari, whereas electronics are probably easier to sell in somewhere like eBay. Determine the price of shipping for that item. You also need to think about like the cost of shipping that particular product. Like I said earlier, phones are pretty easy to ship. It's the same shipping cost as a t-shirt in my experience. So you could go for that like on your first try. Select the category of the sale that your item belongs in. So once you go to the website, it usually gives you like the option to like select a category for your item. And then you just click on the category it belongs to. And then you can come up with a good title for the item. Over there where it says like the text field, you can come up with like a good catchy title for it. Another thing you also want to do is to try and like take good screenshots of your item. You want to make sure you're really advertising it well, making it like really good looking, so that other people can see, whoa, this looks like a pretty cool item to buy. You need to make sure that it has the quality that people are looking for. Similarly, you also need to write a good description for your item. Now, it might be a little difficult, of course, but at the same time, people mainly just need like the details of the item. And that's also what you can list in the other sections of that platform you're selling it. It can be eBay, it can be Mercari. You still need to list the details of the item, how much it weighs, the specs. And that can be what you can also use for your description if you would like. And then afterwards, select the option for like selling your item. So how would you like to sell it? Like for eBay, there's the option of like auctioning. There's an option that you can let people like offer, or you can let people make offers. You can let people bid on it. You can let people buy it out on one go. And then you need to also determine, or you can select one of the options, whether you want to offer free shipping or whether you want the buyer to pay for it. Now, it would be better if for heavier items, you should really make the buyer pay for it, because from my experience, making it something like free shipping doesn't really make it that much more preferable. And another thing it goes in hand with is selling locally or internationally. You probably would want to sell locally first, and then once you've gotten more experience, you can sell to international markets. Once you've done all of those steps, you can list the item and you can wait for the views to come. And it might take a few days, it might take 1 day, it might take 4 days, but eventually you're gonna receive a sale. Once you've received a sale, all you need to do is just wait for the buyer to pay for the item. Sometimes they don't do it right away, and you have to contact them to remind them, because they might not use PayPal. It might be a credit card, so it takes a while. After the payment is received, all you have to do is print the shipping label. So you can sometimes the websites offer they let you press a button. You can just print it from there. Print the shipping label, and then you just look for the items that you need to pack. Look for the shipping materials, like boxes, bubble wrap. Start packaging the item. Drop off your sold item to the appropriate delivery services company. This is very important. You want to make sure you drop it off at the right company. You want to make sure you drop it off at the appropriate delivery services company. And then all you have to do is just wait a few days in case your buyer files a case. Otherwise, your sale is complete. So once you've done all those steps, once you've finished everything that you needed to finish, that is when you'll be able to sell your first pre-owned item.